And that's it for this week. I guarantee something big and huge and important and groundbreaking will break tomorrow whenever I'm standing on a convention floor. Something big and huge and important and groundbreaking.
Something big and huge and important and groundbreaking.
Whenever I'm standing on a convention floor.
Let's just do this. Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh Quickie. Kinda. It's not gonna be that quick. Usually I focus on one subject. Today there's two. They're just too good not to talk about. Good figures. So it's a double quickie. No, that makes it sound twice as fast, huh? Half quickie? Maybe? It's somewhere between a weekly and a quickie. It's not a 1K. It's not a 10K. I guess 5 would be halfway. But first up, the Medicom MAFEX Marvel Comics Venom. Now this was revealed a couple of months ago, and we've all been interested in what Medicom is doing with their comic book line. The Gwenpool, even though I have no emotional attachment at all to the character, still looks like an awesome action figure, and that's enough to make me at least want to try it. Plus, it's the first figure in the line. I feel like that'll set the bar that hopefully the rest of the figures exceed as the line goes on. Because Spider-Man is looking even more amazing. See what I did there? Amazing. Evil Gwenpool is cool. Yes, Deadpool is cool. I just said that. Yeah, Deadpool's cool too, but let's talk about Venom. Like I said, he was revealed, but seeing these new promotional images, oh, it's so good. Even Todd McFarlane himself is going, God damn, how Todd McFarlane is this action figure? The proportions are a little bit wonky to McFarlane's perfect representation in plastic form, but oh my, it's not big and monster, it's not big, it's a big dude in a black oily costume. Oh man, it looks, you just want to lick it. It looks buttery. If butter were black and blue. It just looks fantastic, and the transitions in the paint from the black to the blue is just, oh man, hopefully the final product ends up looking like this. I mean, if it looks like this, figure of the year. I don't even care too much about Venom or the whole symbiote thing, but good toys is good toys. The figure comes with 3 heads, 2 Venoms, 1 closed mouth, no green stuff coming out of it, no big long tongue, no craziness like that, just straight up McFarlane smile, and then an open mouth in that same kind of look, and then there's an unmasked Eddie Brock head. Again, I'm going to say McFarlane way too much. I'm going to owe him royalties by the end of this video. And I hate to say this because I love Marvel Legends, but this is what Marvel Legends was attempting to do. That comic book style, while still looking in proportion to the actual action figure body. They're even throwing an alternate neck in there where it looks like the symbiote is, you know, coming away from his face down his head. It's got the lines and half skin tone, half symbiote tone. It comes with a couple of sets of webs, all curly-twirly, going around his arm, coming out, shooting out. It's got the little thing, just, again, looking like a certain illustrator's art from the early 90s, somewhere in there. When was Spider-Man number 300? And then he's got alternate hands and feet with magnets on it. Again, Medicom going that extra mile. The figure is $67 and comes out in July. But again, Medicom, it may be a month or 2 after that. And then there's something that we haven't talked about in a while, and that's Star Wars, at least of the S.H. Figuarts variety. Like Venom, we've seen these at shows before, but Bandai likes to throw out a lot of prototypes at shows and going, these may come, these may not come. But here's some cool stuff to look at during this show. And 2 of those are the Episode 3 Revenge of the Jedi Obi Wan Kenobi and Count Dooku. Which is a good thing because with Anakin coming this month, in fact it's next Saturday, the 29th of this month it's releasing, we needed an Obi Wan to go with that. And then of course you need one of the bad guys. Why not Count Dooku? Now for Obi Wan, of course, it's a different head. He's got the hairstyle from Episode 3. The body looks mostly the same as what we've gotten with the other Obi Wans, except for maybe the boots. And maybe the front of his tunic below the belt is hanging down a little bit further. That's about it. It looks like he has 2 heads. One is stern. One is kind of struggling, you know, when he's pushing him. And then, of course, his lightsaber. But yeah, all that. I love Obi-Wan, but Count Dooku. It's essentially the same as the prototype we've seen. Nothing has changed. You gotta think, if they're making prototypes at a certain time, like years ago, if things evolve like joints or, you know, new ways of doing things, they seem to keep that same prototype from years ago, even if it does look a little bit outdated. And here, it's in the chest. It's so smooth and one color that it just kind of sticks out at you. Also, the color of his actual clothes look a little bit light. I feel like they should be darker to match the movie. So the cape looks interesting in that it is actual cloth. It looks to lay pretty good, but that may be because of a thickness. It seems to be darker on the outside, lighter on the inside, as it should be. But it does look a little bit thick coming up on the shoulders. Got a chain running across. I'm super interested in seeing how that comes out in final product. Two heads, calm and kind of annoyed. It just kind of... It's another one of those cases where it doesn't look like there's a lot of difference between the two heads. But we're getting his lightsaber, which is one of my favorite designs, and it also seems we're getting electric fingers. All we're seeing right now is the prototype in kind of a crappy magazine scan, but it looks like the electricity just, you know, fingers, electricity. There's no kind of paint to blend it together. That's me, again, griping about a figure we haven't actually seen solicited yet. But it happens to be a figure that I really want. It's a character we don't have on the shelf yet. Need it. Obi Wan comes out in February, looks to be a regular release. Dooku comes out in April, and looks to be a sole web release. That means you gotta go through the third parties. It's only available on Bandai's Japan website. But at this point, I've said this so much in the past few months that it's just like, it's par for the course. It's normal. Oh well, we're gonna have to go through the third party sites. Who cares? It's become not a huge deal. I remember back in the days, how am I gonna get this? It's an exclusive! Ah! But now it's almost to the point where the standard releases are the weird ones. It's like, we can order that anywhere? Crazy. Also, Anakin, like I said, is this month. We have Princess Leia coming, Obi-Wan in February, Dooku in April. Hopefully they'll fill the gap here. That's a lot of months without a Star Wars figure. It's almost like they were planning that there would be a movie this year and they'd hype that up, but instead, no movie, and what are we gonna do? So that's it for this Fwoosh Quickie. But that's just how I roll. I say Quickie, we meet up, and then you're late for work, and just chaos ensues. What, do you expect me to not ramble about toys? So if you like this Fwoosh Quickie, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you on Fwoosh.